Kim.
Social media human?
Social media human, shaking my head.
Still coming back. You're still coming back to life after I gave you that news yesterday?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
What was the news you gave yesterday?
I told her I'm leaving.
Oh, you gave some fake news. You gave some
I'm
fake
leaving.
news.
I'm out. I'm done. I've had it.
For collectively ruining my and most of our viewers' childhood with
She had
with
some
the Barney.
adjectives she wants to use to describe me.
By the way, the only way Squeeze is leaving is when he goes to heaven. That's the only way.
You're trying to say
that's the
over
only
your dead body? Is that what you're trying to say?
The only way that he leaves
Thanks.
the show is when he goes.
You all heard it. You all witnessed it. If I die,
It was me.
Brad killed me.
By the way, please leave your questions on YouTube. We're going to read your questions on YouTube,
YouTube
first.
is up, yeah.
YouTube is up. Please also leave your questions on
48
Facebook.
hours
We're going to
now.
read your questions as well
Right.
on the Brad and Squeeze Show page. And before we get to all of your questions right now, I do got to remind everybody that this segment and our show is partnered with you. Ooh, what happened? Is that what I just said? If we go to heaven, and now all of a sudden, boom! Is somebody saying something to us somewhere?
God was like minding his
God
own
has some
business,
funny-
and then he heard something about going to heaven. He like,
Yeah, all of a sudden the lights went.
yes.
We should not take his name in vain.
Don't play with
Obviously,
my God.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know.
By the way, he's my God also. I hate to break the
Then
news.
don't be playing.
I'm not playing.
You know, he's like, did someone say something about
I'm not
Squeeze in
playing.
Watching the
heaven?
Brad and
He's
Squeeze
wild,
show
but that's good.
unattended.
But that's good. I wonder if God is sharing our page.
Not if you're talking about Barney.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that.
I'm just telling you. I'm just reading what was in the card.
You know?
All right. So any event, this whole entire rapid fire segment is brought to you by USA Credit Repair. They are the key to beautiful credit. They are the ones who partner with us here to put the show on every day. USA Credit Repair will give you a free consultation.
100% free.
100% free. And they will give you your money back in 90 days if your credit is not up. Let me ask you a question,
As a matter of
Squeeze.
fact, it has been proven lately
What has been
that
proven?
we have been more aggressive than every other credit repair agency in the country.
Proven.
And I have proof.
How do you have proof?
The proof is that all the other credit repair
Yes.
agencies, they will work in their credit, and for the most part, they all do a decent job.
But they don't do it all at one time. They try to rope you in, right?
Which is a business model
Right.
that they have.
Right.
They try to do a certain amount of disputes this month, and
Right.
then a certain amount of dispute the other month.
Right.
The USA Credit Repair say, you know what? You got to get on with your life today.
Right.
So we're going to do it all for you, all in one shot. Okay, and then let's see what comes off, and then we go back at it again.
Right.
And you know what? It's always good to hire people that used to work with the bureaus. That's what some
Do you know-
smart guy did.
Do you know what?
I know the guy too.
By the way, you know what's really good business?
What?
Getting their credit up as fast as possible. And you want to know what? They'll tell all their friends.
Ding, 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 ding,
The
ding.
best business in the world is to do the best job for somebody.
That's it.
That is why Squeeze is a smart businessman.
I don't try to stretch people out in my
Right,
life.
that's why
and
you
USA
are
Credit
a-
Repair doesn't.
That's right.
Smart Bernstein doesn't.
That's right.
No, we're all about getting it done. You never know what's coming down the pike. Donald Trump can make a decision tomorrow, and we're
That's
all
right.
screwed.
That's right.
So what's the number for USA Credit Repair? Because I got to get to Kim right now.
1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. I know many. There he is. Belgium Kim. I know many people, Belgium Kim, her credit's good, but I know many people
Yeah, I
that
found that out.
Belgium Kim knows that called USA Credit Repair and had their credit repaired, and their credit goes up really, really fast. So if you call them right now, they're going to give you a free consultation. They'll even check your credit for free. They'll let you 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. If you call them now, Zedmar is standing by.
Jared's standing by.
Who else?
Jared.
Jared is also standing by. He will speak to you, run your credit report, let you know whether they can help you, and if they can, they will give you a money back
Not whether. They can help you.
Okay. They will give you a money back guarantee that if your credit's not up in 90 days, money back guaranteed. You heard it here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Call it right now. Call this number, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177. The key to beautiful credit is just one telephone call away at 1-800-872-7177. I see Squeeze nodding his head.
Because I know Brad Squad and Team Squeeze, they're sharing that phone number right now.
1-800-872-7177. And what I'd like to know from the Brad Squad and Team Squeeze,
What would you like to
especially
know?
from the people who have used USA Credit, to leave a comment in the section. Leave
Yes,
a comment
as they
in the
have been
section
doing.
and let us know whether USA Credit did the job for you or not. And also, let me know whether I did a good job for USA Credit today. Did I do a good job promoting them?
You did a good job day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
Yesterday, no.
Yesterday was no good. I get critiqued every day, Belgium, Kim, on how I do USA Credit repair. Okay? The executives call me after, like, Brad, you didn't do it with enough energy. You didn't say the number enough. You said the number too much, but you didn't say what we did. I can never get it right with this USA Credit repair people. But I will tell you, they get it right. They do get it right. Call them right now, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177.
On a serious note, that company has changed over the past 11 years for the better.
Good.
And I'm very happy with what's going on there and how they have been helping people.
Good.
All right, but
now, I want to give some instructions, Squeeze.
Okay, what are the instructions?
Okay, when you leave, because we get too many questions on Facebook, and we get too many questions on YouTube, and we say, what? Huh? We need more information.
Right.
Okay, so this is no longer going to be the rapid fire round, because the rapid fire round, half the questions, we don't get enough information from people.
Okay.
Okay, when you leave your question, give us the information so I can help you. So this is some of the information that we will need, okay? And by the way, you can say it's for your friend. It doesn't have to be for you. We need it for you or your friend. You don't have to be bashful because you're asking for your friend.
All right.
Where are you from? It's very important. Are you from Jamaica? Are you from Trinidad? Are you from the Philippines? Are you from Russia? Are you from Romania? Are you from Russia? Are you from Romania? Are you from Belgium, like Kim? Are you from Antarctica? Are you from another planet, Mars? Did we get invaded? I have no idea. Tell us where you're from. In the next sentence, tell us when you came to the United States, if you're in the United States. I came in 1999. I came in 2003. I came in 1968, my birth year. Whatever year you came, tell us in that second sentence. Okay. Where are you from? When did you come? You know what's also really important?
What?
How did you come? Did you run across the border? Did somebody drive you across the border from Canada?
Yep.
Did you walk off a plane with a visa? What type of visa? So now that's 3 sentences you can tell us that will help me help you.
Right.
Where are you from? When did you come here? How did you come here? And then you're going to write a 4th sentence. What family members do you have here? I have U.S. citizen brothers and sisters. I have permanent resident mom. I've got 3rd cousins removed who live in California. Whatever you got, tell us that. 4 sentences before you ask your question. If you give us these 4 sentences before you ask your question, I will not have to go to Kim and say, huh? What? Huh? Need more information. So, where are you from? When did you come? How did you come? What's your family members here? Kim, we are just going to ask, we're going to call this, it's not rapid fire anymore because people got to give us more information. We're just going to call it, I'm going to let Squeeze name it. Ask Brad and Squeeze. With your 4 sentences.
Don't be so excited, Squeeze.
You didn't like that one. It's very simple and to the point. Just ask Brad and Squeeze. Okay? You can ask us anything. Okay? Say, hey, I came from Jamaica. I came here in 1999. Squeeze, how do I change my carburetor in the car? Ask Brad and Squeeze anything. Hey, I'm from Trinidad. I came in 2003. Squeeze, can you get me into PhD tonight? I don't want to pay. Anything you want. Ask Brad and Squeeze.
Not bad.
How is that one?
Not bad.
Not
Simple
bad.
to the point. I'm
right to the point.
Your
brain's going.
Normal when you come up with your ideas, they're not really on point. But this one.
All right, so there we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Feeling it.
Kat on YouTube is asking, can you do a segment on provisional waivers regarding U.S. citizen spouses who have no real hardships, like the usual? They have no kids, no disability, very financially stable.
Everybody has hardships. Okay? What's the financial stability if you're stuck in another country? What's the emotional heartache of being separated? I mean, there's lots of ways you can go about this. Believe it or not, just because somebody's not dying of cancer doesn't mean you can't prove extreme hardship. You need to come meet with us. We have like a 5-page questionnaire. Trust me when I tell you there are things you haven't thought about that when you think about it, you're like, wow, yeah, that's pretty bad. But that's why you got good lawyers.
Odette on YouTube wants to know, I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and on the I-130 form for parent information, my husband didn't know his dad's address or his whereabouts. So how can we fill that out?
Unknown. You write U/K or just write the word unknown. You tell the truth. I don't know.
Genesis asks, my brother is 20 years old and he's a citizen of the U.S. In a few months, he's going to turn 21. Can he go ahead and file for me now?
Nope, got to be 21. On his 21st birthday, application goes in. And let me tell you why. You want to know another group, by the way, that Trump wants to end chain migration for? Parents of U.S. citizens. He even said it yesterday when he said, yeah, I think dreamers should get a green card. And then, yeah, if they work for 10 years, maybe they'll be a citizen. But I don't want their parents to ever get a green card. So that's what's in his mind. File for your parents as quickly as possible.
Uberquise would like to know, if someone's here on a visitor's visa and gets married to a U.S. citizen while in the U.S., what's the procedure to stay here legally?
You're going to file. First of all, you shouldn't get married for the first 90 days because then you've made a misrepresentation. But assuming you married after 90 days, you're going to file an adjustment application here, which is an I-45, I-130, I-765, I-131, I-864 affidavit of support with all your supporting documents to prove that it is a legitimate marriage. Your marriage certificate, birth certificate, naturalization, divorce decrees. You need a medical examination, 4 passport photos for you, 2 for your U.S. citizen. You file it all with $1,765 to Department of Homeland Security. They will give you a notice back to take a biometric. They'll check your biometrics through their FBI, CIA, Interpol, and galactic universe of fingerprints, whatever they check. And they will say, yes, you are a good human being. We will schedule you for an interview. At that interview, you and your spouse go. You prove it is a real marriage. How does immigration know it's a real marriage? You live together. You share the same economic relationship.
1-800-529-5465. That's the number for the law firm. We got to remind you that they do have a criminal defense department. They do have a family law department. They do have a tax department. And also one of my favorite departments, the personal injury department, because people do get hurt. Not that you plan to, but you do get hurt, especially construction accidents. You get hurt, you need the maximum compensation. And I say, Spawn Bernstein.
By the way, I don't want to put any pressure on you, BK. Okay?
Ooh,
but I
pressure.
want you to know the original social media guy, SMG, is watching right now and critiquing.
Yeah.
The original
okay.
SMG is watching and critiquing. So no pressure.
I told him
the guy who started it all as the SMG is watching.
Okay, I can do this.
You can
I
do
can
it.
do that. I'm going to make him proud.
All right, make him proud.
Okay. Uberquise has actually a follow-up question. If you're a naturalized citizen, can someone be deported?
No. You could be denaturalized, but that to be denaturalized, that means you lied in your naturalization application, and it's either going to be that you had some serious aggravated felonies that the government didn't know about or you hid from, or you are a serious Nazi that the government didn't know about. Unfortunately, the Nazis who were born here, we can't deport. Wish we could.
That is unfortunate.
Yes.
John asks, I'm a green card holder and I want to get my citizenship. The problem is I have 2 arrests on my record. Both were for theft under 50. The first one I was put in deportation, but I won the case, and that's how I originally got my green card. I didn't serve time in jail for it, but I just paid a fine. On the second arrest, which was again theft under 50, this time I got a lawyer. He got the charge reduced to a nuisance, and the court filed a disposition on this case.
How long ago did this happen?
12 years ago.
12 years ago. It sounds like he's going to be able to become a citizen because the nuisance sounds like to me that it's a petty offense and you're allowed 1 petty offense. However, because he got his green card in deportation because of a theft, and it's a second theft after he got his green card, he may want to meet with me to make sure that he got the proper waiver the first time around. They don't say you have 2 crimes of moral turpitude, you're getting deported.
Okay.
You should meet with me first. By the way, we're at 250 views, Squeeze. We should be at 300. We are short the views.
I'm doing my best here.
You are doing your best.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm turning it up.
You're turning it up.
Other things are being turned down.
Turn down. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down. That's how life works,
Yeah.
Kim. You climb up the ladder, you work hard, and then somebody just bashes you down.
Yep.
But then you got to climb
Sounds
back
like
up
somebody
again.
I know.
But then you got to climb back up again.
Hey.
All right, what else?
And make sure they don't bash you down again. You know? And then you'll be a glutton for punishment.
Glutton for punishment.
Yep.
All right, what else?
Tamara wants to know, I want to sponsor my mother. Can my mother take my 18-year-old brother with her?
Who's sponsoring the mother? The U.S. citizen?
The U.S. citizen daughter.
No, you cannot take your 18-year-old brother with you. Sorry.
Alfred says, I have a case since October, but have yet to receive workman's comp payments. Can you help?
Yes. Give us a call. And by the way, Kim, nobody seems to follow my instructions. Where are you from? When did you come to the United States? How did you enter the United States? What family members do you have? Now ask your question. Continue.
Roseanne asks, my grandmother, who is a U.S. citizen, filed for my mother when I was 19. It's been 3 years now, and I'm 22. I've aged out. But is there a chance with the CSPA that I would be able to migrate with my mom?
It depends on how long the I-130 took. I have to slow my talking down. Carol the Tiger says...
I completely agree with Carol
Carol the
Anderson.
Tiger says I'm talking way, way too fast. I get excited
Way
sometimes.
too fast.
Sometimes?
Yeah. I understand what I'm saying, but everybody else hopefully will understand. So, Carol, thank you for your constructive criticism. I will slow down. There's nothing worse than listening to a slow talker. Does that drive you crazy? You're like, get it out!
Tell me.
Already, I'm dying here. Well,
That's
Squeeze, you know that drives me crazy. By the way, okay.
You're
continue.
like the sloth in Zootopia.
Yes, I don't know. I never saw the. I'm not a cartoon person, but I get the idea.
Gotta show you that.
Yeah. Okay.
Kamisha asks, her friend married before the 90 days while on a visiting visa, but did go home. Is that still going to affect her green card application?
It could. It shouldn't, but it could. She should get a lawyer.
Cordella asks, if your children is going to school and you don't get their social security number yet, what should you do? Because right now ICE is in Florida and they are stopping school buses and all other forms of transportation.
You put them in school. There's a constitutional case going back 30 years that says whether you're in status or out of status, you have a right to a public education. A child has a right to a public education, regardless of status, race, religion, or anything else, including what your immigration status is here. Put them in school. School has to take you. Okay? If you're concerned about ICE stopping school buses, they stopped a Greyhound bus. I can't imagine that ICE is going to stop a yellow school bus, or ICE is going to walk into some 5th grade class and start demanding paperwork. Yes, they stopped a Greyhound bus, but if you're concerned, then walk your kid or drive your kid to school. But certainly I can't imagine in any way that they're going to stop a yellow school bus. But then again, who thought Barney would be a tantric sex instructor? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you know, my thoughts on society these days is it's going down fast.
Theodon asked, did the USCIS normally send you a receipt notice for the affidavit of support after you send in your original document?
They send you a receipt notice when you file your adjustment application, but if you filed your adjustment application and they send you back an RFE for the affidavit of support, they are not going to send you back another letter say, hey, thanks, got it. Just hopefully they got it. You really have to do everything one time and do it right.
Natalie asked, if I already have a passport and visa with my entry, do I still need to use an I-94 form? Could I do my medical for my adjustment in a different state from where I'm filing?
You can, but then the question is going to be, why did you do it in a different state where you're living?
And does she still need an I-94?
You need to prove that you made a legal entry, but right now they don't give I-94s anymore. The I-94s are just electronic. As long as you have the stamp in your passport, you're fine. The stamp.
And I'm a U.S. Petagay asks, I'm a U.S. citizen. Can I sponsor my boyfriend and his son if they come here on a visiting visa?
If you are intending to marry your boyfriend and he comes on a visitor's visa, that's misrepresentation. You cannot sponsor a boyfriend. you can come here on a visitor's visa and meet and visit and, schmooze around for 90 days. And then after 90 days say, hey, I got a good idea. Let's get married. And then you can file an adjustment. As long as the son is under 18 at the time of marriage, you can do it for him too.
Williams wants to know, can I file an I-130 for my wife who's illegal since I'm a citizen and currently out of work?
Yes.
Jeff Bosey asked the question on everybody's mind.
The question on everyone's mind.
Is a green card made with green paper?
No, it is not. It doesn't even look green, Jeff Bosey. That's what you get when a born American citizen asks questions.
That is exactly what you get.
Right.
Nadia wants to know, I filed my I-130 for my stepkids. Do I need to put my father and mother's information when it asks about the parents?
If it asks for the parents, the answer is yes.
Princess asks, one of my friends wants to know if they can file joint taxes for your husband even though he doesn't have a social security card.
Yes, you should, and you file what's called a W-7 with the tax return, and he will get a tax identification number. You should be filing a joint tax return. We have a tax attorney here, Carmela Waldron, who does that for people all the time.
Dane wants to know, he's from Jamaica, 28. He's been here 2 years on a B2 visa. He applied through his mother. She has a green card. About how long is that process going to take?
About another 5 years, but who knows what Trump's going to do. We'll see what happens.
Michelle asks, good morning. I filed for my son. He was 21. I'm a naturalized citizen. He's currently waiting on the visa interview in Kingston, and his priority date is May 2nd, 2011. Is this going to affect him?
What Trump is doing? Hopefully not, because they're right there at your, visa date. So he should be getting a green card before, hopefully, the laws change.
The viewers have been asking for about 3 days now for you to say boujou.
Like in Banton, or you're bougie?
Banton.
Yes,
like you're bougie,
exactly.
like this, like I'm wearing like this fancy suit and I'm very bougie.
No, like boujou Banton.
Boujou Banton, or bougie. Because why?
Yeah.
Because why do they want me to say all of this?
It's speculated that he should be out of incarceration by the end of the year.
He's been in there for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember I had a full head of hair when he went in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never his lawyer. We talked about it,
Yeah.
but I was never his lawyer.
The end of the year should be out.
Okay.
What about Vibes Cartel? Were you ever his lawyer?
I was his lawyer for immigration before he got himself in trouble in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him his visas and stuff to come. Very close talker.
Yeah. Good guy.
Good guy. Like
Not a bad guy.
I like
Some
him.
people say,
I
but
like
think he's a
him.
good guy.
They say he's a good
his
guy.
lyrical content, I think he's one
They
of
say he's
the
a good
greatest
guy.
lyricists.
I don't
ever.
know. I don't know about the guy who got killed. If he would say that.
I don't know about any of that, but
Right.
I just know that
There's a
as
guy who
far
got
as,
killed that he got accused of. So
Yeah.
I don't know if
as far as his
I don't know if
lyrics,
the guy who got killed would say he's a good guy, but
Right,
for-
and he's
in
currently in jail for it,
yeah, right. But
far as lyrical content,
in my dealings
solid
with him,
guy.
he was a very nice man. That's all.
I'm just speaking on behalf of his lyrical content
His
and what
lyrical
he's
content. His lyrical content is a little X-rated.
a lot of
Yes.
it has been, and a
Yes.
lot of it has been also.
It's amazing
on the other side.
how he's able to produce all this in a jail. It's crazy.
Who says he's producing it in there?
I don't know. It's just weird how
speculated.
Speculated, right? All right. So, in any event, do we have any more questions?
Oh, I've probably got another 20 questions here.
All right, so we have about 3 minutes left on WVIP. For those on WVIP, I do have to tell everybody that prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. This has been an attorney advertisement. Take out your phone right now, switch over to Facebook Live on Brad and Squeeze Show, switch over to YouTube Live, Brad and Squeeze Show. We're going to be continuing after the 10 o'clock hour. The show is going on because we have more questions. Let's go.
Absolutely. Kim wants to know, if you have a 2-year CRI green card and it's about to expire in December, when should you start applying for your 10-year?
90 days before. I have an itch. Continue. I had an itch on my nose. It was driving me crazy for 10 minutes, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going for it. Go.
I've literally been holding back,
I've been
scratching
holding on, scratching my nose for about 10 minutes, and then I said I couldn't take it anymore. All right.
I'm going to keep holding out for a little bit longer,
Yes.
but it's going to happen.
Squeeze, you need new glasses. Why are you taking Squeeze always takes his glasses off whenever I say anything astounding to him.
Which means that he's spending the whole show taking his glasses on and
Yes,
off.
he's like on and off all day long. You should put some barbells on those glasses. You get a good workout. All right, let's continue. I'm only kidding. I love Squeeze. As a friend, let's make it clear.
As a friend. As a completely platonic bestie.
All right, what else?
Tamara asked, my brother is under 21 years old. If I do separate petitions for my mother, do I do separate petitions for my mother and my brother?
Yes. But your brother's not coming for about 15 to 20 years.
Guinevere asks, a friend of ours is married. She's a U.S. citizen. He's a permanent resident green card holder. He's filing for his citizenship individually, though, not through his wife. They've been married for over 5 years. Is it advisable, or is it just best to file his citizenship through a citizen?
What?
Wife is a U.S. citizen.
Oh, I understand. He wants to become a citizen now. You can become a citizen through 3. You check off 5 years. It's much easier. You don't have to worry about proving. Less things to prove. You've been a resident for more than 5 years. Check off 5 years.
Just do it on
the
yourself.
form. Right.
Gotcha. Nadia asks, I filed the I-130 for my stepkids. Do I need to put in my father and mother's information on the filing?
Do you need to put in your mother and father's information on the filing?
She's the step.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And by the way, let's go. Sophia's been waiting over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me take her call, and then we're going to come back and finish up with rapid. Well, she's not rapid fire anymore because this has been slow boil Kim. Social media, Ask Brad and Squeeze. How's that?
Once again, folks, got to remind you, make sure you tune in effective February 1. We're going to be on from 5:30 until 7:30. And we're here working very assiduous for you each and every single weekday. So make sure you spread the word. It's the Brad and Squeeze Show powered by USACreditRepairInc.com. And we're coming with a new time, which we believe and know for a fact that will serve you, the listeners and the viewers, in a much better manner. And it's just us applying ourselves and giving you more from the Brad and Squeeze Show. All right? Sounded professional there.
Very good.
That was beautiful.
That's training right there.
That's training.
Yeah, but
yes.
I'm only allowed to use it every so often.
Every so often.
Because then I sound like the guys on CNN, and I don't like sounding like those guys.
You sounded like Don Lemon there for a second.
Yeah. As long as I don't sound like the guys from Fox. No, Don Lemon, he takes off his glasses and then speaks. You notice how he does the same thing, right?
He does the same thing. Like, okay, now I'm going to be serious.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't serious before, but now I am.
I can't believe that. Our president did what he did yesterday with all the dreamers. That is completely ludicrous of him. And, all right, let's go.
All right, let's go. I think you could take over his job. You do a good job.
I don't get paid enough to take over his job.
You don't get paid enough to take over his job.
No.
All right. By the way, they're looking for a new guy for the Barney suit.
Hey, that does not even exist in my lifetime. I hate that Barney crap. Same way I hate the fact that they say that there's Santa Claus.
That's so mean.
No, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Jocelyn asks, in this immigration reforms they're trying to put forth, are they going to have approved labor certifications included?
I believe that approved labor certifications will still be able to go through, okay? Because those are based on jobs that American companies can't fill. So I'll assume that job sponsorships will be continuing. Again, we don't know. What we do know is when you start something, you are in a better position than if you did nothing. I can tell you that for a fact. And please, again, let's go through how to leave. We're going to have to keep educating people. How to leave a question. Where are you from? Mm-hmm. When did you come to the United States? How did you come to the United States? What family members do you have?
I can add something in there.
What?
That's easy.
What?
How old are you?
How old are you? That's a good one, too.
Okay.
How about 5 questions?
Are you single or married?
Another one. How many kids?
Well, that's family. Single or married is family.
All right.
That's true.
Okay. All right. What did you eat for dinner last night? No. Really important. Okay.
Very important.
Where did you come?
Critical.
When did you come? Was it meat or fish last night for dinner? Very important. Okay, let's continue.
Your protein of choice is what? Answer quickly. VA wants to know, how long does the filing process take for someone from the Caribbean on a B2 visa if they're filed for him and she's a citizen?
About a year.
Corey says, I came here on a crewman visa, but I wasn't going on a ship. I'm married 9 years with 2 kids and am married to a U.S. citizen. Is there any possibility for me to get through?
Yes. Either you were not joining a ship because you didn't intend to, or you were switching planes to go to another country. If you were switching planes to go to another country, then you're not really a crewman. You were just on a visa to go into the United States, switch vessels or planes, whatever, and then leave the United States. That you could adjust with. If you were literally a crewman going to join a ship and you just never joined the ship, then you can do a provisional waiver. Either way, you get a green card.
Tamika would like you to know that she had oxtail and rice last night for dinner.
Thank you very much. So that's a good protein. Very good.
That's
a solid protein. Solid protein. All right, let's continue.
One congresswoman suggested that DACA is only the tip of the iceberg. Is there going to be more to come? And by that, I think more changes.
It's possible. There could be, if it's going to be, from what I understand, if it's going to be like a universal immigration law change, there should be some sort of family immigration there still, because the Democrats won't go for it. If it's going to be just, we're going to do DACA, we're going to do a wall, we're going to get rid of the visa lottery, we're going to get tougher on immigrants, maybe on brothers and sisters, something like that. That could be a smaller immigration bill that passes.
Okay.
Steffi asks, how long after getting the green card can you file for citizenship?
1 year if you're in the military, 3 years if it's in a bona fide marriage to a U.S. citizen, 5 years otherwise.
Lee has a very interesting question. Can you get deported for a pedicure?
For what?
I had to ask. It was just too odd for me not to ask.
For what?
A pedicure.
A pedicure.
Pedophile.
A pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile. Yeah.
Is it? I couldn't literally think of what in the world.
Yeah, no matter.
My translation says pedophile.
Yeah, no matter
pedophile.
how bad your pedicure is, it's not a deportable offense. However, if you are a pedophile, the answer is yes. Like this guy Nasser who went to jail, who was the doctor for the gymnast. I mean, I couldn't read it anymore. It's just actually disgusting. If he was not a U.S. citizen, he'd be deported. Anybody who has been convicted even of a misdemeanor sex offense with a minor, it's an aggravated felony. You're out of here.
Rashid wants to know, I received a notice of intent to deny on my N-400. The officer made the mistake on my divorce date and said that I lied. I responded with 2 documents that prove that I'm right 2 months ago. How long until I receive a response, and what are my chances of actually getting approved? I did pass the test.
I have no idea. I don't know if you lied or not. Maybe you don't think you lied and you did. Maybe the officer's mistaken, and I don't know how you responded to him. So I have no idea. You need to let me look at everything, and then I'll tell you.
Miss Sam wants to know what is required for proof of experience in a perm residency.
A letter from a prior employer saying that you worked there from X date to Y date. These were your job duties, and this is what you were paid for. Paid. This is what you were paid, not paid for. This is what your salary was. So, for example, just as an example, if you're getting sponsored as a cook, okay, you get a restaurant writes a letter. Dear Sir and Madam, this will confirm that Belgium Kim worked for us as a cook in our restaurant. Her duties were taking out the meat, putting it on the frying pan, frying it up, plating it, and sending it off to the restaurant. She was a wonderful cook, and she made $10 an hour because we paid her under what she really deserved. But she did work here from January 1st, 2009 to January 1st, 2013. That's something like that. I mean, without, obviously the job duties will be a lot more involved than frying up a piece of meat.
Different, right?
But I'm explaining what it is.
Bridget wants to know, my case was approved last year, but I've yet to receive my green card because the post office delivered it to my old address. Now, she asked this question yesterday, and I don't know that she got what she was looking for. She said that she has been contacting USCIS every month for the last 5 months, asking them to resend
They won't.
the green card.
Because it's not USCIS's fault, it's the postman's fault. So that's called being royally screwed. You need to file a new I-90 with a new filing fee. It's just life.
Cheryl asks, how long does someone have to wait for their daughter over 21 if the person is a citizen who filed in 2012?
About another 2 years.
Shelly says, me and my husband have a 1-year-old daughter. We've been married for a year, and he's been here for 3. I'm a U.S. citizen. Is he going to get a green card?
Married to a U.S. citizen, you'll get a green card, yeah.
Steffi asks, how long after you get your green card can you file for citizenship?
Answered. Asked and answered. That's what they say in trial. Asked and answered, Judge. Objection.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection. That was asked and answered already. 1 year, 1 year for citizen, 1 year if you're through the military, 3 years if you're married to a citizen, 5 years otherwise.
Guinevere asks, if someone brought her boyfriend here from Haiti and she's a U.S. citizen, also from Haiti, she married him a month after he arrived and then filed for his green card. Is this a bona fide marriage?
It certainly is, but it's also a misrepresentation. You will need a waiver. No one listens to Squeeze.
No. No, no one listens to you sometimes.
Nobody listens to Squeeze. Squeeze tells you all the time, don't get married for the first 90 days.
All right.
Brown asks, how long is it going to take for my husband to file for his stepson? He is 19 and my husband is a citizen.
How long have you been married? Were you married before he turned 18? It will take 1 year. If you were married after he turned 18, your husband can't file for him. And you should, and you got to be filing before 21.
Marsha asks, can a cousin with a green card file for another cousin? And if so, how long is that going to take?
There's no such thing as cousin filing for cousin. That will be forever.
Pop asks, how long is it going to take if you're filing another work permit? And how long does it take if you send them the requested evidence for them to get back to you?
Where are you from? What are you doing? What are you filing? I mean, a work permit is, to refile for a work permit should take you 90 days, okay, to 120 days. I don't know what you filed. I don't know what you gave them. I don't know what you're waiting on. So you got to give some information.
And it's pinned right up at the top. So if you're still wondering what questions to answer for us to ask your question and answer your question in the best way, it's right up at the top.
Right at the top. Right there. Right there.
Roseanne wants to know if a U.S.
I'm waiting for Squeeze to take his glasses off again and give me a dirty look.
Nah.
Nah.
I've heard enough dirty stuff on the show for one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go next 120 seconds. It'll happen.
All right. How many more questions we got? Squeeze is having a heart attack here.
No, I'm not.
He's dying here. He's like, how many more questions?
They keep on.
They keep coming. We could sit here and do this for hours.
I know that.
Hours we could do this.
Lancy says, can your citizen, spouse or husband or wife, very inclusive, file for your 18-year-old child? And if so, how long does it take for that child to get a green card if they are 18?
18?
Mm-hmm.
And who's being filed for? Who's the filing?
The spouse of the parent, of the child's parent.
Who's a citizen?
Who is a citizen, yes.
Yeah, a year.
Roseanne says, if a U.S. citizen is filing for her daughter who is over the age of 21 but unmarried, how long is that going to take usually?
7 to 8 years.
Philip says, if your child has a green card and both parents are citizens, how long is it going to take for the child to get citizenship if both parents are citizenship? And also, what forms do you file? The child is 6 years old.
N-600. Child's already a citizen.
Olivier says, how much does the waiver cost if someone overstays their B2?
Waiver for what? Waiver for what?
I'm assuming for they overstayed their B2. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's everything I got.
Right.
Isha says, when filing an I-130 for your mother and stepfather, are those forms separate?
Yes.
Or do I file them together?
Separate.
Mark asks, good morning from Florida.
Good morning.
Can I file a tax can I file taxes separately from my husband as he owes back child support? We are currently waiting for our interview for a green card.
You cannot file separate taxes because the government is going to give you a problem when you go for your green card. And if your husband owes back child support, they're going to say, how does he going to be able to support you if he doesn't support his children? You got problems. That's why I'm here. Come see me.
1-800-529-5465. It's coming up in 17 minutes after the hour.
Shit.
People got questions, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep on keeping on.
Keep on going. But you know what we can do is, if you want, Squeeze, I can. You want to stay here while I do this, Squeeze?
I'll stay.
Okay, cool. All right, let's continue.
I'm always a good team player. I'm just saying.
Team player.
You know.
That's why they call it Team Squeeze.
Yes. Shan asks, I came here in 2008 from Jamaica. I have one child that was born here. However, my case was not granted due to lack of evidence, but they did grant me my work permit. What do I do next?
Lack of evidence means you were denied. Come see me with the denial, and then we'll figure it out. I was just denied. What should I do? I think it's time to see a lawyer.
Yeah. Maybe the first time around would have helped too.
Exactly.
Natalie says, can you file for your child if your child is married?
Can you file for your child if your child is married? Yes, if you are a U.S. citizen, but it will take 12 to 15 years.
Karen asked, do all kids filing for their dad have to do the DNA, even if their dad's name is on the birth certificate from birth?
If it's on the birth certificate from birth, generally not. If the dad was married to the mom, absolutely not.
Marva says, if I file my I-130 form as a green card holder, but I'm actually a citizen, what form will I need to update to send to USCIS?
Just a copy of your naturalization. And say, hi, I'm a citizen now.
Shelly says, I came to this country in 2001 and my mom filed for me. And before I got through in August of 2007 because I got married in January to a citizen. I notified my lawyer and heard nothing about it afterwards. I went ahead and filed for my citizenship in 2012 and was denied, saying that USCIS said I illegally obtained my green card. And since then, everything has gone downhill.
Yeah.
Apparently her husband had a Catholic charity file for her as a precaution, and something in that process was fraud.
Okay, so
What
it's
did she
now
do?
2018, 6 years later. What you should do is come see me. Let me look at the entire file, and let me figure out what to do from there. That's what I'm good at. Good at figuring stuff out. Okay.
You're a fixer.
I'm a fixer.
You're like the Olivia Pope of immigration law.
Who's Olivia Pope?
She's in Scandal. She fixes
I don't
things.
know. She fixes things?
That is her whole shtick.
I don't know who she is. I
Beautiful
don't watch,
black woman.
I don't watch TV. Why is she just a beautiful woman?
Because she's a beautiful black woman.
But why can't she just be a beautiful woman?
Because she's a beautiful black woman.
But she is black and she's a woman and she's beautiful. Yes.
Beautiful black woman.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all right.
Moving right along.
She's not a beautiful white woman. She's a beautiful black woman.
I understand that. But why can't we just be beautiful women?
Angelina Jolie is a beautiful white woman. I'm just telling you that.
All right. Whatever. That's fine.
I love Angelina.
Yeah.
I don't know what that dude do to mess that up.
What do you do to mess it up?
Huh?
You know what he did to mess it up?
What?
Everything.
You want to say something?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Jennifer is beautiful too.
Yes.
You know what I like about her? She oozes.
What do you mean oozes?
Oozes sex appeal.
Oozes.
You know?
Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie?
Jennifer Aniston. She's not a pretty, super pretty, but she oozes that.
Right. Did you ever see that movie with Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, and the model is in it? Who's the beautiful model?
Blended.
What?
Wasn't that Blended or something like that?
Yeah, but not Blended. When they go to Hawaii.
When they go to Hawaii, and the English dude.
Right. And the girl pretends she's from England or something.
The English dude had herpes.
Yeah. Right. Even though the model was beautiful,
the one that got all.
I think Squeeze would have taken Jennifer Aniston in that movie.
Of course, because Jennifer. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Even though the model is physically more beautiful.
And I never used to watch Friends, but when I do turn it on, I used to see her.
No, it was the woman who just married the baseball player, the Detroit, the pitcher.
Kate Upton. Kate Upton.
Or maybe it was
Yes.
Brooklyn Decker. I don't remember.
It's
Jennifer
one of the
is one of
models.
those,
I
yeah.
think, but I think you're right, Brad. I think
Yeah.
it was Kate Upton.
It's all about her eyes.
Yeah. What's Channel 7 Thursday at 9 o'clock? What? What? I'm reading what Carol Anderson, the Tiger, says. Brad, watch her on Channel 7 on Thursday at 9
She's
p.m.
talking about Shonda Thursdays on ABC for Scandal. Catch Scandal at 9
we're well
p.m.
past
Thursday.
Scandal. We're now in Adam Sandler movies.
I'm into Jennifer Aniston movies, all right? And Angelina Jolie. He's into Adam Sandler.
By the way,
all
we have
right?
like 100 questions still to answer. We got people on hold here, Squeeze. This could go on forever.
It could. It
Go on
could.
forever.
If you so
Just
chose.
go with it, Squeeze.
I've been going with it.
Yeah, he's
I've been going with a lot of things over the
And
past few
Brooklyn
days.
Decker, Jill just said Brooklyn Decker was the model.
Brooklyn Decker.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Michelle wants to know, I filed for my son and he's currently awaiting his visa interview priority date from 2011. Is it coming up soon?
Yes, they're into March 2011. We have all of these calls here.
Okay.
Squeeze,
Do the calls.
do the calls.
Yeah.
I'm just
Knock
looking at
yourself out.
Squeeze for direction.
No one looks at me
You
for
see,
direction because no one listens.
there seems to be tension there. Like, Squeeze, is that okay?
I don't know. I think he has to go to the bathroom or something.
No.
No, you're good?
I'm sorry. Do you all want me to stop sharing?
No, keep it coming.
Squeeze! Squeeze!
I'm never going to be an asshole. I'm always going to do what I got to do, no matter what. Because you want to know what? When I get to the pearly gates of heaven, God is going to be like, you know what? You, come in.
Yeah. Brad, hey, he's going to say, Brad,
hold on.
you stop. You
You
stop.
know, we have some arbitration to
Yes,
do.
yeah, we got.
You
No,
know,
he's
we
gonna
have
say,
some arbitration
he's gonna
to
say,
do.
Brad, you go to the bad boy room.
No, it's going to be like, we need to
You're
talk.
going into Brad's gonna go into secretary and
Squeeze,
Squeeze,
we know you've been an ass, but you want to know what?
You come to the airport,
You've
they
what-
send you into
no,
secretary.
Squeeze, you've been an ass, but you've gone above and beyond.
Inspection,
Come on in. Go on in, man.
All right.
Go hang out with Peter.
I'm telling you, we could literally do this for 24 hours a day.
24 hours
and
a
not,
day.
I already said that, but nobody listens to me.
Yeah.
You want to do a 24-hour marathon, Squeeze?
No, that's not what I said. That's absolutely not what I said. That was.
It's like Jerry Lewis. Squeeze will be like, we're doing 24 hours here. It's my Jerry Lewis imitation. I'm going crazy.
Just keep up with dates and such,
We're
Brad.
doing 24 hours here, Squeeze.
Man.
I don't even know if that sounds like Jerry Lewis or not. Do you know who Jerry Lewis is, Squeeze? He did all he's famous for, like these stupid movies from the 50s, and he did the telethon on Memorial Day for I forgot what disease, juvenile diabetes, maybe. He's dead now. All right, let's do 3 or 4 more questions, and we got to get out of here because we all have other jobs to do besides this.
We do.
Okay, so take the top 3 or 4, and we'll be back at 12.
Okay. Jason asks, if your affidavit of support was approved, how long is it going to take to get a card in the mail?
Your affidavit of support was approved. That makes no sense to me.
I didn't understand it either. That's why.
If your green card was approved, they should mail. I mean, if your immigrant visa was approved, through your adjustment status, you should get your green card in 60 days.
Sean asks, can someone who's over 21 and overstayed her filing, her filing is now approved, is it possible that person can be grandfathered in if their step-parent was filed for in 1994? Her mother and stepfather are together from the time that she was 10 years old. Her mom is a citizen and her stepdad is a green card holder.
Who filed for the step-parent, and did your mom marry your stepdad before 2001? Those are questions we would need to know, but it's possible we would need to know more.
There does seem to be that possibility.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and so she should make an appointment to come see us.
Sandra asks, a person got a 10-year green card for the very first time. How long can they stay away when they travel for the first time?
The law says 6 months. Donald Trump's people at the airport say 90 days.
Kamisha asks, would it affect your tourist visa if you divorce your U.S. spouse? No green card application has been submitted yet.
No, it should not.
Sophia says, I'm a green card holder. Can I file for my boyfriend in Jamaica?
Yes, if you get married to him.
Princess says, if you file for your work permit with advanced parole, is it safe to travel? And if so, how long can you stay out of the country without having any problems?
It is safe to travel. Don't stay out more than 2 weeks.
Genesis on YouTube wants to know, my friend came to the U.S. Through Canada without a visa. He's married to a U.S. citizen. Can he adjust his status in the U.S. without leaving?
If he was a Canadian citizen, yes. If not, he needs a provisional waiver unless he's 245I or the citizens in the military or former military.
Okay, we've got about 10 more questions. You want me to keep going?
Pick the top 2 because we got to get out of here, and we'll be back at 12.
Okay.
2 last 2.
Ali Mami asks, how long does a green card holder file for his or her spouse and child from another country to immigrate to the U.S. from start to finish? And does it have to be a separate petition?
A green card holder has to do what?
File for their spouse and the spouse's child in another country. How long does that process take from start to finish?
About 2 years.
And does he do separate?
Well, if he's going to become a citizen during the process, he should do separate. If not, just do one I-130.
Andromeda says, you're living in Jamaica and got filed for. Is the green card being paid for in the filing as well?
No, you have to. If you're in another country, you got to pay for the green card after you get the immigrant visa.
Ali Boo from Facebook would like to know, if you get married in Jamaica and my husband lives in the U.S., can the filing be done in the U.S. and then I adjust my status?
No, because you have the intention of coming to the United States to get your green card on a visitor's visa. You're going to have a misrepresentation issue.
Pop says, I'm from the Senegal. My wife filed for me and we have a son. We went to the interview. They approved the I-130, but they're requesting more evidence. I sent it to them. How long is it going to take for them to respond to me?
You filed an I-130. They asked for more evidence. Hopefully you get a response within 3 to 4 months. If you haven't, then call us.
Lee asks, can you explain what is a moral turpitude? I have a petty theft case from 20 years ago, and I got my green card 4 years ago.
Moral turpitude means something in your head that you did. You were convicted of a crime that in the statute of the crime, where it says somebody's guilt, like for example, somebody's guilty of a crime if they knowingly steal something from somebody else. That's theft. Okay? So if you had knowledge of what you were doing with a bad intent, that is a crime of moral turpitude. So you had to have knowledge of what you were doing with a bad intent. So any statute that is read as having knowledge of what you're doing with a bad intent, that is a crime of moral turpitude. Versus, say in New York State, for example, it says somebody is guilty of driving under the influence if their blood alcohol level is 0.08. It has nothing to do with what was in your mind. It has nothing to do with your intent. It just happens to be your 0.08 and above, DUI. It has nothing to do with whether you knew you were DUI, you didn't, or anything else. So a DUI is not a crime of moral turpitude, which is why in New York State a DUI is not a deportable offense. But a driving while intoxicated is, because the way that the law is written.
Moral turpitude.
Moral turpitude, squeeze.
I hear the term all the time. I didn't
know. So when they say that you are a person of good moral turpitude, that means, did you, like for citizenship or even filing your adjustment, did you do anything with a bad intent in your mind to show that you are a bad person, even if you weren't found guilty of anything? Even if you were accused of it. So, what I generally say is, if you were accused of it one time, well, everyone's entitled to a bad day. It doesn't make you a bad person, but if it's continuous, then they can say, hey, maybe this person is a bad person.
So it's really just a scale on how to judge your decision-making ability?
Well, for citizenship and adjustment, yes, but then a crime of moral turpitude is actually, did you plead guilty to something in which you had a bad intent with knowledge of what you were doing?
Gotcha. Nadia asks, can a wife file for their mother-in-law?
No.
Now that's 4 questions. Do you want more?
Last one, and we're going to say goodbye.
Rosanna says, if you married a green card holder, how long is it going to take to get a green card?